Well, hello and welcome back to this next episode. Where we are going to take things a little bit easy again. This time I will think we should be getting this up and running without any problems. See if it works, see if it doesn't work, and all that kind of stuff. And after that we would need to figure out what we want to do after this, because that's the next question, is to what to do after this has been completed. So that's the thing, but I think that we should be able to get this done in a okay fashion, and that should leave the room that we actually don't need that much algae anymore, to be quite honest, because we are getting quite low. Sure, we have some. Maybe it would be a good idea to just harvesting what we have around. Well, let's get because I actually think it's quite dangerous to get. Well, we got some crude oil down here. Maybe we should just get down here to get it. That is a possibility, since it's actually right there. That way we can make petroleum and stuff like that, and plastic and all kinds of nice things. But I want to start out with this thing first. And now we will soon be able to see if... Okay, so now that is up and running. And I actually would like to lock this door, because I don't want anybody to get inside. What this one tells us now is that it will become active in 14 cycles. And it will have instead of the steam output and all that, where it's not, they haven't done the calculation and stuff for us, because now it actually says down here the average output in its lifetime, so that must be between when it's dormant and when it's active, is 1,400 and something grams per second. That is information we can actually use, because this one, where we are going to need the oxygen. Okay, why is there no power to that? Oh, all of the stuff and I forget half of it. Okay. Cancel that one. Continue. Because this one actually needs some oxygen. No, some water, and it needs for it to run, it needs 1,000 grams. So that means that this one would be able to provide water for basically 1.5 of this. And that's, I think it might be okay actually. I don't know. But there's only one way to figure it out, to be quite honest. So but I think it would be a good idea to make this the priority, because I actually, that way this, well, right now this pump is just pumping a whole lot of polluted oxygen inside. And that's, in some cases it's actually quite good, because there is a lot of oxygen here, so why not? And we got our deodorizer here to actually try to turn it, to clean it. So in that regard, it's actually not that bad a deal to just take. It's free, but sure, it's polluted. It can give some problems in some ways, but it's not, because that we could actually use some of the gas up here. So why not just use it? Because when this starts running, it will start making oxygen, basically. Well, one more thing I need to... just open it. There's no need to not just get all the oxygen, it's free. It might be polluted, they might end up getting sick in some way, but it's free and we kind of need it. It's not like it's very breathable in here. And as long as it's actually getting 500 in, it's actually worth it. We need that getting done, or you're going to get stuck there forever. Now, so let's remove this. There's no need for that. For this one to be here. And the same with the power line. I don't want all this water to end up down here, so maybe we got this oil fixture here too. This is still bringing then the hydrogen. I think we will just put it there. Then we will put it in, and then we want the automation wire. To run up there. And then just for the fun of it, let's prioritize it. So we don't need to think much about this anymore. Well, we do need to put in a gas pipe, but that's usually not the biggest problem. So this one will get turned on, and when it does, now that the power is connected, the plumbing is connected, it will be, as long as we don't start, okay, how much, see now it's actually, sometimes it barely takes anything, so maybe we should go in and say, we actually don't want it to be using power. The big question is, if we go down here to get our crude oil, then we need to transport it basically up here someplace. That's fine and all, actually. It's not because I think that's a big deal, but we need to start an industry area basically. Where we maybe should be able to get some of our what is it called? Get some steam turbines up and running. That will require some steel, actually, and we have been making steel. I don't remember how much. 1,000. Well, it's not a lot, but it's a start. Everything is a start. We actually got plenty to actually make some more steel. So, made on this. Why did we made on this? Is there not enough toilets? They are working in 2 shifts, so I don't think it should be necessary to actually have. I don't know if it's a good or bad idea, but maybe we should try making an industry area here. There's a lot of things here that we of course needs to dig out and all that kind of stuff. But it wouldn't be, I don't think it would be a bad place actually to do it around here. Do we have an operator actually? I don't remember, because then maybe we should actually wrong operator. We got an operator. Okay, our builder is sure having a I don't know why there, but let's say we want an industry area here, and we want some to put some stuff in here. Then we would need to dig it out. That would be the first place, and then we would need to build some isolation tiles to get things going in that regard. I think we might have a problem that we need to take care of before that. I think actually it would be a good idea to get a massage clinic, because that way we can reduce the stress, and I think that's going to climb what I saw. So what does it need? Well, it needs a massage table, no industry, and 1 decor. Okay, that's doable and quite fast actually. So we would need to just put in some tiles there, put in a door. I think by putting it there it would be it's a little bit too big actually. Then we need massage table, and we need a decor. And while we're at it, why don't we just put in some light? And the weird thing is, this actually needs it actually needs power, so it must be an automation or something like that. Well, I don't know. I just know that it looks like we would need to do something. If we don't do, we will just end up with somebody having a stress issue. Okay, why is it? Okay, I don't know anything now. Oh. Our decor master, digger, our digger 2, our farm, our rancher. If we are going down here, cancel that. Looks like we will soon have to work on getting some more coal. Consumable ore. We got some coal here, we got some here. So Well, there's been... Now that there is some gas here, let's clear it out again. Since there is no reason not to. It's basically the same as doing over here. And the power strain right now it's set to 200 to potential be 600, so that means this one should be able to work with everything of it. Well, this one has not been connected yet, so it will get over 800, but basically this one I don't need to run all the time. When this pipe has been filled up, it's not going to be that useful again. Okay, let's see if we can... how long we can just take 2 tiles. Time to take... unreachable? Well, that should do so that they can maybe do it? I don't know. So, only 2 tiles left. Oh, at least they have started digging down here, so that's a good start. That's it, unreachable too? Cancel that one. Well, so far so good, and eight cycles left before the next activation. Solve at pretty high temperature. Well, at some point this will get overflow, so it will be dormant. But this is actually a good source too for water, probably. So this one over here, well, is already locked and loaded, to be quite honest. What about the power requirement? Power is not active because this one needs, so we should set this one to auto. There's one tile that is not, can we get that one? So now this is connected to, everything is basically connected. Not that we need them, but we might as well. So why does this one say that max gas pressure? Okay, so that means now we can actually start saying that this one needs to run. It will always more or less say max gas pressure because it will not be pumping out enough power actually. So the next thing is this hydrogen gas. If we go into the overlay and then we say gas filling, then we can see the hydrogen is actually building up here, and that's great. That's what we want. But because we actually don't know, or I at least don't know, that's probably the right way to say it. I don't know how to, when this needs to be turned on. So for now, well, now that it's starting to say that it's hydrogen that is up here, but it's not like we can say for certainty that it's, can we? Now it's actually saying So when we say here, for example, well, it needs to be above 150. And we go in here, then it's pure hydrogen gas that is turning in. And that's what we want, because now this will get turned on. This got damaged, so it needs to be higher actually. Because obviously something, since this took damage, it must have been some other gas form in here that got transferred. So that's what we need to be careful about. Maybe this the gas sensor, maybe it should actually have been a little bit lower. As I said, this is just a test. Basically, I think it will be able to work, but I actually don't know. That's the main problem actually. And when we look at the workload, well, it's basically not because it's set currently that it is around 300 watts, so it's not a problem at all right now. That's because this one will probably very few times get turned on. Problem here is that maybe I don't know, it should potential should it be able to run self-sufficient, but I actually don't know. If we look at the temperature, well, god damn, it's getting hot in here. That's a lot of heat, and that will end up getting transferred into the water. Well, that's good or bad. That's as you can see, this is actually oh, maybe we should just try to take 3 times. Now the question is, this one, how much does that need of space? Because I think if that is around here, this height, I don't think that's going to be a problem. How many other things? There is only those things on this end. And the oxygen is pure and it's getting inside. And basically I think we will just destroy this one. There's no need to have it anymore. Because this one is going to be running more or less all the time. It got damaged, so obviously something is running too much. Well, it does have a potential of over 2000. Quite interesting in how. Well, obviously it can. It's not going to be working as I thought it should. Well, that's a bomb on me, but now the question here now is actually because this one is getting damage because it's overloaded. How do we fix that? Obviously, there's too much. This one, it's probably when this one turns on, this one turns on. I don't think the... Well, the appetizer is never going to be turned on. Must be when this one gets turned on. That's the only explanation, because most of the other things don't use any power, basically. So, if we say we want our industry area to be here, then we should at least isolate it from more or less everything else. So let's start building this one. That way they will be able to get on and off no matter where they are. And then we will just continue to slowly walk down here. Let's say we do that. Do it like this. We can't do it like that. We can do it like this. The machine can be then on this floor and on this floor, and then this floor will be for our polluted water and stuff like that. because if we have the polluted water here, in here, then that can turn to steam, and that should be able to get the steam working. I think that would be the ideal plan when we need to keep an eye on this water. Because then we will have our, we will try to get our oil down here, get that pump up, and then we will just produce all of the, well, bad things in here. I don't think we can use this one actually, unfortunately. We need to do something about our coal in our next episode, because it's getting low, like so low that it actually matters if we since we are not on a different power source yet, it actually is a problem. But we will look at that next time. I don't think it's necessary to. Last time we got a lot of coal in a few in a single dig out, because we found some of the places where we had consumable ore. Also, if we dig out some places like this, for example, and dig in here, then I actually don't think we will end it quite soon, to be honest. And the thing about this room would be that the only people that would be able to enter is the one in the Atmos suit. Everybody else, it's a no-go. They would simply take damage from the heat in there. So that means that it's going to be quite simple. We'll just take the ones that can actually leave through this door and say they can enter. Well, it's sad in some ways. Well, you need to get moved over here, and you need to get moved. Why is it that they don't get moved? Maybe we could just say it's always open. Does that change the room category? No. It doesn't. So it doesn't matter, I guess. But they can. Okay, remove conflict building. Room size building. 4 buildings, 1 plan. what is... So maybe this one can be there. So this will soon start up getting active. I'm kind of sad that this actually doesn't run totally fine on its own, because basically this one is all more or less always running. But it sure is getting... Damn, it's getting hotter. That one is sure as hell hot. Maybe it would be a good idea to say it should start getting that built. I don't know if this is going to help, but might as well try. Yes, that one. Well, we are coming to the end of this episode. I hope that some of you learned something new. I learned something, at least, that this doesn't it's not, even though I thought that it would be self-sufficient, because this one should be running so much, and this one barely runs because it's the pump is there is too much water in the pipes and all that, so that's great and all that. I thought this one would actually be able to produce enough hydrogen for this one. I can see it doesn't do that, so that's kind of sad. Does it say that we have a hydrogen? It doesn't say. So I hope everybody learned something. I did, and I will see what I can do next time to see if there is. I will try to get this one built, our industry area, and I will try to get down here so we can get our crude oil and start producing that, so that we can get off our coal production. That is going to be major for us. So I will see you guys next time. So bye.